Well, Shytoshi has spoken. We've gotten the update that we were expecting. We're going to jump right into that. As always, thank you for giving a few minutes of your day, and I promise this will be worth it. Okay, so we're going to get into this. It's not what we were expecting, obviously. We were expecting maybe some documentation around Shibarium and/or a major announcement. And this was more of an overall State of the Union update that we received from Shytoshi. Okay, but there is some interesting stuff in it. So if you go to Shytoshi's Twitter feed, and this is the one you need to go check out right here, Shytoshi Kusama, and this is what it looks like right there, has 825,000 plus followers. It is this tweet right here that came out in the last 12 hours or so. So Shiba Army, we march on, and it is a medium update. So what these are is this is basically, think of it as a blog post update, if you will. So there's a lot to cover. We're going to jump into that. If you click on this, it takes you to this page. And so we're going to go through this. So what we did not get was a documentation scenario and/or a major announcement. Again, like I've already said, what we did receive is more of a kind of overall State of the Union address. And so what I've done is I have read through this now twice, and there's a couple of things that I want to highlight it. Okay. Okay. So there has been a lot of FUD around Shiba Inu, obviously, probably, in the socials and things like that. He talks about that here, and he talks about how, they're continuing on. They're not letting them, dissuade them from the vision, everything else. And ultimately how this ultimately is continuing to follow in the vision of the founders of Shiba Inu. Okay, so continuing to move on. They want to basically right here finish Ryoshi's plan strongly. Ryoshi set out the vision for Shiba Inu when it launched. Okay. All right. So this is right here talking about Shibarium, which if you don't know what Shibarium it is Shiba Inu's layer 2 blockchain. Okay. So what they really are getting into here is the fact that it is coming. There is no specific date. We're looking for a third quarter release of that. And you can click here to get more of an update on that. I've covered this in previous videos, but they're talking about the fact that it is going to move assets on chain with minor bone gas fees and powering microtransactions. What we did not receive is any kind of more insight with Shibarium into, are there going to be burns associated with these transactions, et cetera. I'm fully expecting that we are. It has been discussed in the past. Okay, so that's your Shibarium update there. Okay, so which is Shiba Inu's stablecoin, okay, that we have known about, that is going to be coming. A little bit different of a stance here on the stablecoin scenario because of the problems surrounding stablecoin, right? We had Terra Luna's UST. We're getting really kind of telegraphing from government entities that they're really going after stablecoins, things of that nature. Okay, so they are kind of rethinking their stablecoin. They're still going to do it, but they're going to be doing it with a quote experimental protocol, like everything decentralized that SHIB does, and a more detailed and complex information will be released about this token as it is finalized, bearing no insane issues. This should be released in 2022. Okay, so we are still getting but that's going to be the stablecoin scenario. Okay, moving on. This is something that people are treating as it's new, but they're going to have a reward token inside of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. Okay. Now, this actually, it was found in their wolf paper. It is a token that's been quietly designed. So there was mention of this in one of the original wolf paper, i.e. white papers. Okay. But hasn't really been talked about. So they're bringing that back and they're saying that this is coming. So there is a reward token coming for the Shiba Inu ecosystem. Okay, they didn't want to rush it, and the use case must be well defined and outlined. They're saying, okay, so this is right here talking about when they did a vote for how much bone will be able to be mined and etc. So I covered that in a previous video. Okay. So now we're talking about what will be available for rewards for everyone else. For this, we have Treat. Okay. So Treat is a new token, not replacing the Shiba Inu token. It is going to be a reward token inside of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. And we're not really sure where it's going to fit yet, but it is going to fit somewhere inside of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. It will not only serve the reward, as a reward, but will you'll be able to derive rewards for the metaverse and blockchain version of the Shiba Inu collectible card game. So it looks like it's going to be a big part of the metaverse as well as the Shiba Inu collectible card game. Okay. And it will help provide also balance for Shi, which remember Shi is the stable coin. Okay. All right. So this treat will benefit our current SHIB ecosystem holders greatly. The tokenomics will not disappoint. Okay. So that is coming. Could be some type of a scenario for how much Shiba Inu you hold. You're going to get a certain amount of treat, things of that nature. This right here goes into him talking about there's been some FUD, people who've left the project, especially one who was out there trying to really FUD the Shiba Inu project. So again, you can read that at your leisure. In this scenario right here, Shytoshi's talking about how he would like to start seeing people do local meetups and just kind of, that more of a communal aspect. So that's what he's talking about there. Okay. The metaverse, we're getting insight that the metaverse has been somewhat delayed because of the trying to find the AAA gaming studio to actually build the metaverse. Now, so what he says here is that before they brought on these two hires. I've covered these in videos, Marcy and Sherry. Before they had brought Marcy and Sherry onto the team to help head up the metaverse team, that they had already basically narrowed it down to one or two AAA gaming studios that were going to be developing the metaverse. Well, after they brought them on, Marcy and Sherry onto the team, they rethought that and basically wanted to go back and find and begin looking for some additional studios and kind of relook at that, at how they go about finding them. Okay. So that's what they're talking about, is the fact that they haven't even started the development of the metaverse, and they're still working towards picking the studio that's going to be developing it. Okay. All right. So this is talking about the Shiba collectible card game, which is going to be really, really cool. That is in development. They've been working hard to make the best collectible card game on the planet. Literally amazing. I was going to post information about it, but it deserves its own post. So stay tuned for card reveals and much more as we start testing and prepare to launch this amazing project. So it looks like we're definitely on track for the card game to be a 2022 scenario. Metaverse might be pushed. Looks like Metaverse is probably going to be more like a 2023 scenario as far as how it plays out. So again, wanted to kind of give you guys an update. To me, this was a really good kind of state of the union update, giving us insight into Shi is still on the table. That's the stable coin. We've got a new token coming out. It's not going to replace. Remember, it's not going to replace Shiba Inu token. It's going to be some type of reward token. Think of it almost as maybe like a reflections kind of scenario, possibly. That's not what they said, but that's kind of how I'm thinking it's going to be. So we got treat coming. So we got a little bit of a delay for the metaverse. The card game still on schedule, it looks like, and more so Shibarium is on schedule as well. So that's the state of the union. Thanks for giving me a few minutes of your day. As always, truly, thank you for your support of myself, my channel, my videos, and I'll see you. Go make some money.